Bobby Roode just put everyone, including the WWE Champion Randy Orton, on notice. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad that you're here to join me here for Friday Night SmackDown. As tonight, 6-woman tag team action as the Riot Squad takes on the team of Ember Moon, Candice LeRae, and SmackDown Women's Champion Toni Storm. As well as this, our main event for tonight, Ricochet challenges Keith Lee for the Intercontinental Championship. It appears that SmackDown is trying to one-up Raw when it comes to championship matches. As you saw earlier this week, Seth Rollins stole, I like to put it, stole the United States Championship from Shinsuke Nakamura. Speaking of United States champions, here's a former United States champion, Cesaro. And Cesaro is here to overlook Chad Gable's singles return here on SmackDown. Cesaro has kind of been the target for Chad Gable in recent weeks. Chad Gable made his grand return to SmackDown a couple of weeks ago. He confronted Cesaro and he said, "Look, I heard that you're the best. I heard that you're one of the best wrestlers in the world. But I'm better." And it's just been Chad Gable just trying to get to Cesaro, trying to get Cesaro to respond, and Cesaro eventually caved in. He said, I'm here to watch your match, and I'm gonna be supporting the person that I choose." And Chad Gable, that's exactly what Chad Gable wanted. He wanted Cesaro to pick his opponent, and that's exactly what Cesaro did. Chad Gable, you see the American flag, you see the Japanese flag on his jacket. Remember, he was in exile in Japan for months on end, training with the legendary Kenta, formerly known as Hideo Itami, former NXT champion. Getting tongue-tied. Trained with Kenta. So maybe you'll pull out a couple of moves out of the arsenal, and this is very, very interesting. Chad Gable's opponent is one half of Heavy Machinery Otis Dozovich. And the fun fact about this is that Chad Gable and Otis, they used to be former road buddies. Still good friends. I'm pretty sure, I'm hearing that they're still pretty good friends. Otis and Chad Gable, they used to travel together. And that is who is going to be Cesaro's hand-picked opponent for Chad Gable. And Cesaro's going to be in the corner of Otis Dozovic as we kick off the first matchup here on Friday Night SmackDown, of course. Intercontinental Championship on the line tonight. 6-woman tag team match. We also have Mustafa Ali. He's taking on Timothy Thatcher, and Chad Gable, he just throws Otis Dozovic over the top, and can he lift him? Oh no, he can't. A big mistake there from Chad Gable. Trying to go for that suplex, but couldn't do it. Otis Dozovic's about, what, 300 and something pounds? Or no? The shots by the charismatic Otis Dozovic. Beating stakes and lifting weights, and that's what all Heavy Machinery is about. Chad Gable doesn't want to hear any of it. Clothesline, followed up by the stomps, and you'll see some of that strong style, some of that Japanese influence in Chad Gable. You see it now. Look at those roundhouse kicks to the ribs and the knees of Dozovic. Now Otis picks him up and he drops him. Beautiful back body drop there by Otis. Strengthen all around for Otis. Do not want to get splashed by Otis Dozovic. And now throwing him around the ring like a rag doll is Otis. And you know, Otis is trying to get his hands, him and Tucker, trying to get their hands on the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The SmackDown Tag Team division is definitely heating up. And good, oh, look at the shots by Chad Gable. Brings down Otis and follows it up with the kick, with the cannonball. And you could see the Japanese strong style influence running through Chad Gable's veins. Chad Gable, he was in exile. Oh. He tore that knee. He went to Japan. He trained with Kenta. And he said he's come back better than ever. He wants to be the best wrestler in the world. And Chad Gable is definitely in contention for that. SmackDown is the land of opportunity. It's the in-ring capital of the WWE. And you see Otis, he said, let's go, bring it on. And that's exactly what Gable's gonna do. Digs the knee right into the spine of Otis, and doesn't matter how big you are. The unbelievability of Otis Dozovich. Otis just nipped up, and he's giving Chad Gable the business. And you see Cesaro in the corner of Otis. He's watching Chad Gable, watching him, watching every move Chad Gable does. Chad Gable wants Cesaro to watch him. That's the entire premise. He believes he's better than Cesaro, and he wants Cesaro to know it. He wants Cesaro to watch him. Snap German suplex, and he's gonna do it again. Gable, he competed in the 2012 Olympics. Collegiate athlete is Chad Gable, and oh! Imitation is the best form of flattery. European uppercut in the corner. Shades of Cesaro. Shades of Cesaro. And now drops him with the Regal Cutter. Dropped him with the Regal Cutter. And now Chad Gable. Beautiful moonsault. Beautiful moonsault. And now, what is Gable doing? Gable, he's sizing him up. He's sizing Otis up. Otis doesn't know where he is. Otis doesn't know where he is. Oh my God! The strength of Gable. The ability of Chad Gable. Just throwing Otis Dozovich around. Shoulders are down here and Otis kicks out. Otis kicked out, but oh no, he rolls up to the outside to take a breather, and look at Cesaro. You could feel the tension. You could cut it with a knife, and oh God! Just throws Otis again into the corner, into the barricade, and oh no. Gable and Cesaro stood face to face, toe to toe. And that could have gotten real ugly at all. Speaking of ugly, right ugly kick to the ribs. And this is not really a wrestling match anymore. It's starting to become a straight up fight. You see Chad Gable, and over the shoulder goes Gable, and I spoke too soon. Otis Dozovich always finds a way. And now Otis, Chad turns Gable around. Trying to go for the German suplex. Oh no, a counter. Shades of Brock Lesnar coming from Chad Gable. And former Olympian as well, Kurt Angle. And knees. Knee after knee after knee by Chad Gable. And now, Gable, he's sizing up Otis. He's sizing up Otis. Oh no, he has him in the neck lock. And oh, God! Double knees to the face. Double knees to the face. And what is Chad Gable thinking about here? What is he looking to do? Oh my God! He just freaking drilled Otis with the front flip DDT. And Chad Gable gets the victory in spectacular fashion. Flips over, and look at that! The strength and the agility of Chad Gable to first lift Otis up and then flip him and drop him on his head. Chad Gable gets the victory in his return here on SmackDown. What a win for Chad Gable. You cannot argue with results, and Cesaro, he was thwarted here. And look at Chad Gable. This is all what this has all been about. It's all been about watching Chad Gable. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, Cesaro's on the apron. They just could get real physical real fast. You can cut the tension with a knife. Cesaro and Gable, and look, Gable. He talked all that smack, and Cesaro wants to bring the pain. And Chad Gable telling him at a later date, we will meet. Unreal. Cesaro wants that fight, but ladies and gentlemen, our main event tonight, Ricochet goes one-on-one with Keith Lee for the Intercontinental Championship. It's a can't-miss main event here tonight on SmackDown. And there goes the WWE Champion Randy Orton. We are here in St. Louis, the hometown of the WWE Champion. And Randy Orton is going to address what's next for him and what's next for the WWE Championship later tonight. That is later tonight. We have to stick to the now. And we are back with some singles action here on SmackDown. As Timothy Thatcher, believe it or not, will make his in-ring SmackDown debut against Mustafa Ali. Timothy Thatcher, this is the guy who took out Aleister Black. We haven't seen Aleister Black since the Timothy Thatcher attack. Since he put Aleister Black to sleep with that buzzkill submission maneuver. Absolute submission specialist is Timothy Thatcher. He hosts those Thatch Can lessons where he just brutalizes his student, quote unquote. Extremely illogical, but hey, it's his class and they signed up for it. That's all I gotta say about that. But there's one man that has been taking umbrage with Timothy Thatcher, and it's been Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali says he doesn't like bullies, and Timothy Thatcher is exactly that, a bully. He wants to put the bully away, as Mustafa Ali wants us to follow the light. Mustafa Ali moved from Monday Night Raw to Friday Night SmackDown during the draft. He hasn't looked back. It's been high hopes for Mustafa Ali on this brand. He said he's looking to be a champion here on SmackDown. He reached little to moderate success on Monday Night Raw, but he's looking to achieve the high heights here on the blue brand. It's called the land of opportunity for a reason. As we get set for this grudge one-on-one matchup, Mustafa Ali, the high flyer. Timothy Thatcher's the complete opposite. He's a ground and pound, submission specialist, technician, and Mustafa Ali right out the gate. Right out the gate on the Thatcher, and he's not going to let up on Timothy Thatcher. Remember Timothy Thatcher, he got the last laugh over Mustafa Ali. Oh, the European uppercut, nasty European uppercut by Timothy Thatcher. He put Mustafa Ali to sleep a couple of weeks ago, and that's how this match was made. And knife edge chopping, another one by Ali. And now Timothy Thatcher trying to take a breather, but Ali dives right onto him. Ali dives right onto Timothy Thatcher. And Ali, is he gonna look for it again? That's exactly what he's gonna do! Plancha over the top rope onto Timothy Thatcher. Thatcher is laid out. Oh, knife edge chop. Wakes Timothy Thatcher up, and that's exactly what it does. And he sweeps him off of the apron. Swept him off the apron, and goodness. Face first, off of the ring post, goes Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali trying to gain his bearings. He picks himself up. Beautiful Saito suplex there by Timothy Thatcher. Absolute grounded pound is Thatcher. He gets physical. He's a striker, but he's also a technician, submission specialist. He can grab any limb just like he's doing now with Ali, and he can break it. He can pull it apart. He can manipulate it. SmackDown is the land of the technicians. We just seen Chad Gable and Cesaro. We also got Bobby Roode, we saw earlier tonight. Daniel Bryan, Timothy Thatcher, and look at Thatcher with the rolling knee bar. Pete Dunne, the United Kingdom champion. It's Technician Central here on SmackDown and going after the legs. He's taking out every single limb he possibly can. It's Timothy Thatcher, and that's the strategy. But Ali now gonna fight back, and that's exactly what Ali's gonna do. Ali fighting back, but Thatcher brings him down. He's the bigger man in this matchup. It's Thatcher. Shoulder block. Takes down Ali. No! Hard shot. Another one. And again, he's pulling at the arm. And remember, that signature submission maneuver from Timothy Thatcher, the buzzkill. He grabs the arm, he pulls it at the back, and he chokes you. Now look at Thatcher. Cross arm bar is in. Cross arm bar is in. He has the legs wrapped. So it's harder for Ali to get out. Ali, he may not have no choice but to tap out to fight another day here. But Ali, never say die from Mustafa Ali. He isn't gonna clip a one of them Zaguri. Sickening thud right at the back of Ali's head in a kick out. By Mustafa Ali. Maybe he bit off more than he could chew here against Timothy Thatcher. We haven't seen Timothy Thatcher compete in a WWE ring until now and all. He had no idea. He couldn't prepare for Timothy Thatcher. The way Timothy Thatcher could have prepared for Mustafa Ali, I should say. And Thatcher! Big elbow. Right across the chest. Mustafa Ali now, he's in real big trouble. He may need a miracle to get back into this matchup. Another hard knee, the bare, exposed knee of Timothy Thatcher. Look at the Kimura lock, center of the ring. Center of the ring now. Ali's in real big trouble. Center of the ring, he has the hammer lock. But Ali manages to get out. Over the top goes Thatcher. And oh no, over the rope and a powerbomb. Back first on the concrete. Thatcher hasn't moved. It's now Ali's turn. To mount the comeback. It's been all Thatcher for most of this match. Ali now. What a shot. It takes down Thatcher, and Ali through the bottom rope. He slides. Hurricane Rana from the ring to the outside. Innovative offense by Mustafa Ali. And now Ali, he climbs to the top. This does not bode well for Thatcher. Diving crossbody. And now Ali's looking to do more damage from the sky. Ali rolls him through. Look at the strength of Ali. Sit out powerbomb. Sit out sunset flip powerbomb. And now Ali, clothesline, brings him down with an elbow. Ali now. Thatcher, he's in trouble. Thatcher now, he may need a miracle. And a face buster. He has Thatcher. He has him. Shoulders are down. No. Thatcher kicked out at 2. Thatcher still in it. Thatcher still in the fight. Enziguri by Mustafa Ali. Brings down Thatcher, and this is good strategy on the part of Ali. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't give Timothy Thatcher any ideas. Neck breaker. This guy is conniving. This guy is brutal. And Ali, oh no! He tried to go for the frog splash. Nobody home. Thatcher seen it coming. Thatcher seen it coming. Thatcher, he wraps the arms and he throws him like a sack of potatoes. Butterfly suplex there by Thatcher. And oh no, Thatcher again! Thatcher again! He's going for the arm! He's going for the arm! And a Kimura lock this time! We've seen him do the cross arm bar. We've seen him do the hammer lock. And now, Kimura lock is in. Ali's in trouble. Ali might just have to tap out. Center of the ring. He's wrenching. He's wrenching all he can. If Ali doesn't tap, he's going to have a broken arm. Ali. Oh, but Ali's giving him the fight. That's exactly what you have to do. Give him the fight. But oh no. Ali couldn't recover. Ali couldn't recover in time. Ali couldn't recover in time. The buzzkill. The buzzkill is in. You have to fight out, Ali. You have to fight out. Ali, center of the ring. Thatcher is wrenching away. Thatcher's wrenching away, and Ali has no choice but to tap out. Had no choice but to tap out him. Insecurity there by Thatcher. And Ali, he tried to mount the comeback, but after the Kimura lock, he tried to recover. Tried to recover from the Kimura lock and gain his bearings. But Thatcher, like a dog, he sicked on him. Buzzkill. Arm behind the back, wrenching away. He had no choice but to tap out. What a victory when it's going on with the lights. Look at Thatcher. What a victory for that. What the hell? And Thatcher, I think Thatcher sees. What the hell is this? On the ring mat. Nothing will stop the inevitable. Ominous. Ominous message for the man that we all know he took out. And ladies and gentlemen, next week, Pete Dunne will defend the United Kingdom Championship against Roderick Strong. We have both men's thoughts before the big clash. And again, the Undisputed Era gets the best out of Pete Dunne. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to switch gears to the return of the Blackheart. The return of Tommaso Ciampa. And Tommaso Ciampa, last time we seen Tommaso Ciampa was at Backlash, when he and Johnny Gargano both competed for the WWE Championship in that triple threat main event with Randy Orton, but Randy Orton walked out champion. St. Louis letting Tommaso Ciampa have it. Tommaso Ciampa, he doesn't give a damn. Tommaso Ciampa walks in the sea of booze every time he walks into that curtain. Ciampa. Says on the back of the shirt, this is his moment. That's exactly what he wants. He wants everyone to watch him in his moment. One of the most heinous human beings I've ever met is Tommaso Ciampa. Hometown of Randy Orton, one of Tommaso Ciampa's biggest adversaries so far, is letting him have it. And that's one thing I agree with Tommaso Ciampa on. This saga has to come to an end, and here comes Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano. Him and Tommaso Ciampa have been at each other's throats for so long, and I've known Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano, what we saw last week against him and Arya Daivari, that wasn't Johnny Gargano. That was someone else. That was the influence of that man right there, Tommaso Ciampa. Oh my God! Hell in a Cell! Gargano and Ciampa! And Ciampa agrees! Ciampa agrees that this needs to end at Hell in a Cell at Money in the Bank in Las Vegas. Gargano and Ciampa, they will meet each other inside Hell in a Cell at Money in the Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back on Friday Night SmackDown as we are set for some 6-woman tag team action. And here comes the cavalry. Ruby Riott in the middle, Liv Morgan on the left, Sarah Logan on the right, the Riott Squad decked out in all black. And these 3 women have been causing the most trouble in the women's division for so long, not named Shayna Baszler. Ruby Riott was in the Mae Young Classic. Ruby Riott made it all the way to the second round where she was beaten by Becky Lynch through, well, dubious means. Natalya and Candice LeRae got involved, and the Riott Squad have really been bullying the women's division as of late. And their newest victim is Toni Storm. And this woman has a lot of history with the Riott Squad. It's Candice LeRae. And Candice LeRae always looking for a fight, always looking for the next challenge as she teams up with another woman who has history with Ruby Riott and the Riott Squad. Ember Moon. And Ember Moon, the War Goddess, joined the fight to take down the Riott Squad. Last week on SmackDown, Toni Storm was celebrating her SmackDown Women's Championship victory before Ruby Riott came out, seemingly as a friend of Toni Storm's. Told Toni Storm that she's glad, she's happy for her, before turning a blind eye and lying to Toni Storm, saying that the Riott Squad wasn't there to attack, but that's exactly what they were. Before Ember Moon and Candice LeRae got involved, and here comes the SmackDown Women's Champion, Toni Storm. Toni Storm, her first in-ring matchup as SmackDown Women's Champion, her first match since Backlash, where she beat Sasha Banks to become the inaugural SmackDown Women's Champion. Toni Storm, the young Toni Storm, and that has really been a big factor in what Ruby Riott told Toni Storm last week. She said, "You're too young to lead a division. You're too naive. You're a little, in my eyes, unexperienced for the role." And that's what Ruby Riott was saying, which I wholeheartedly disagree with her on. If there is a woman to lead the charge here on SmackDown, it's that woman right there, Toni Storm. Ruby Riott said it should be me in that position. I should be the SmackDown Women's Champion. I should have been in that Fatal 4-Way elimination chase, not you. And now Candice LeRae and Ruby Riott is going to start. And Candice LeRae is not going to let up. Not going to budge. Like I said, Candice LeRae always looking for a fight. 6-woman tag team matchup here on SmackDown. Ducked down there by Candice LeRae, leapfrog. She's had her issues with the Riott Squad. Oh. She's been assaulted numerous times. Oh. By Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan. There's 3 bullies here on SmackDown. There are bullies all around. On Raw and on SmackDown now. Here just on Monday night. Here just on SmackDown. Causing havoc, and Ruby Riott thinks she's a little bit more closer to the Women's Championship than ever before. No, trying to kick to the ribs, another one. And now tags in the wild card, Liv Morgan. Double hip toss, followed up. Spinal tap and chest tap. Kicks. Now Liv Morgan trying to go for the Hurricane Rana. Nobody home. Candice LeRae seen it coming. And Candice LeRae is pound for pound one of the toughest women to ever step foot in a wrestling ring. Do not let the look fool you. Do not let the bubbly appearance, the bubbly personality fool you when it comes to Candice LeRae. She's one of the toughest women ever to step foot in a squared circle. She's fought with men, the likes of Kevin Owens and her husband Johnny Gargano, and oh, shot after shot. She had no fear when she was going to go after Tommaso Ciampa all the way down in NXT all those months ago. And Ember Moon always looking for a shot. at the Women's Championship is Ember Moon, and oh, right to the chest, and Ember Moon follows it up, kick right to the back of the neck. You know, Toni Storm definitely wants to get involved in this matchup here as Liv Morgan is sitting to the corner, trying to go for the frequent tag, but no. Nobody home there as Liv Morgan able to slide from the bottom rope. She's able to slide through the bottom rope, trying to grab the knee, and Liv Morgan, shot right to the back. Shot right to the back, and now again gonna go for it. The wrong corner is Ember Moon as the leader of the Wyatt Squad is tagged in. Ruby Riott back into the fridge. He follows it up with a hard kick to the ribs. Followed it up with a hard kick to the ribs, and now Ruby Riott back and forth tags here between the Riott Squad. And that's the difference between the Riott Squad and this trio team of Storm, LeRae, and Moon. The Riott Squad, they travel with one another. They work out together. They have chemistry. Unlike this trios team of Toni Storm, Ember Moon, and Candice LeRae. And another headbutt by Sarah Logan. Sarah Logan, the powerhouse, I should say, of the trio. Knife edge chop, stare, but nobody home. Knee first into the corner. Knee first into the corner and takes the knee right into the ribs. Knee right into the ribs. Hooks are right in packages. Ember Moon. Toni Storm, Candice LeRae, they're reaching their hand out for the tag. Ember Moon, trying to get to the tag, but nobody was home. Trying to get to the tag. Knife edge chop there by Sarah Logan. And SmackDown Women's Division. I talked about the Raw Women's Division heating up. SmackDown's Women's Division is heating up as well. You got these 6 women. You got Asuka. You got Sasha Banks. You got Alexa Bliss. You got Natalya. And what a KO by Ember Moon. And this does not bode well at all for Sarah Logan in the slightest. Both of these women are on the top rope. This does not bode well for either. Superplex launches Sarah Logan. Superplex launched Sarah Logan. Ruby Riott's tagged in. And here comes the SmackDown Women's Champion. Here comes Toni Storm. And Toni Storm is going to bring the fight to Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott told Toni Storm to her face, you're not eligible to run the SmackDown Women's Division like I am. And Toni Storm is definitely looking to prove Ruby Riott wrong. Hit tossed by Storm. Trying to go for the headbutt. She pulls her into the jawbreaker. Does Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott and Toni Storm. They're going at it. They're going blow for blow here. Blow for blow here. Shot after shot. And Toni Storm with a big boot. Big boot by Toni Storm. And now Storm neckbreaker drops Ruby Riott where she stood. And now Toni Storm, and wait a minute. Sarah Logan is luring Toni Storm in, and no, come on, Toni. Don't fall for it, Toni. Toni talking smack back, and what a right hand. And Candice LeRae seen enough. Candice LeRae and Ember Moon, they both have seen enough. Taking Sarah Logan out of the equation. Taking Liv Morgan out of the equation. Our officials trying to get order back in. And wait a minute, what? Ruby Riott just drilled. She just drilled Toni Storm. What I believe that was brass knuckles. It was brass knuckles. And Toni Storm is out. Riott kick. Toni Storm is out. Riot kick. No, not like this. And Ruby Riot gets the victory for her team. Ruby Riot gets the victory for the Riot Squad. And she also pins the SmackDown Women's Champion. And you want to talk about inexperience, maybe. Ruby Riot was right. Maybe Ruby Riot was right after all. But it's with an asterisk. She just knocked Toni Storm out with brass knuckles. She hit in her tights. And Ruby Riot gets the win for her team. Chaos spilled all over the arena. And wait a minute, what the hell is this? What kind of... Ruby Riot is commanding the SmackDown Women's Championship, and this is what it's all about. That's all Ruby Riot wants to be. And that's SmackDown Women's Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back on Friday Night SmackDown as we're going to get a couple of words from the boss, Sasha Banks. And Sasha Banks, her and Asuka are on a collision course for one another. And that will definitely be a match of the year candidate between those two women. Sasha Banks, she made a return to Friday Night SmackDown. She made a return to WWE. The SmackDown after WrestleMania. She assaulted Asuka. And ever since then, it's been a back and forth battle between both Asuka and Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks said that when she was women's champion, she tore her knee for the Women's Championship. And Asuka gave the WWE Women's Championship away to the Raw brand. She gave it away to Shayna Baszler. Big talk from Sasha Banks, but that's the thing about Sasha Banks. I was gonna say she backs it up, but she doesn't even have a chance to say a word. Because here comes the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. And Asuka, both of these two women, former women's champions. And Asuka is here to confront Sasha Banks. Last week, Asuka confronted Sasha, and she said, "We have unfinished business." And maybe this is what Asuka was talking about. To settle the score in between those blue ropes. Sasha Banks gives the ring to Asuka, and Asuka saying, "Let's go, bring it on. Come in the ring." And that's exactly what Sasha Banks is gonna do. You can cut the tension with a knife. Sasha Banks, Asuka, two of the best female wrestlers in the world. Two former women's champions. And that Money in the Bank briefcase in the air. And oh man, Sasha. Asuka just laid down the challenge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's exactly what is going to happen next week on SmackDown. Sasha Banks will take on Asuka in a women's Money in the Bank qualifying match. As well as this, United Kingdom Championship on the line. Roderick Strong challenges champion Pete Dunne. Will Pete Dunne be 100% after what Adam Cole did to him in the back? We will find out next week. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. As the one and only Ricochet challenges Keith Lee, the Intercontinental Champion. And Ricochet, he laid down the challenge to Keith Lee, and Keith Lee accepted it. On Twitter earlier this morning, Keith Lee said, "Tonight I return to SmackDown in St. Louis. Who wants it?" And Ricochet responded, "I'm in St. Louis tonight, and I want it." And the match was made by our general manager, Bret Hart. Intercontinental Championship on the line here, as Ricochet finally gets the opportunity to take on Keith Lee. The one and only former NXT champion, Ricochet. Ever since losing the NXT championship, he's had numerous championship pursuits. And they've all ended up with Ricochet not walking out with a championship on his waist. Oh, but Ricochet thinks tonight is different. But Keith Lee has something else to say. It is the return of the limitless Keith Lee. And the last time we saw Keith Lee was at Backlash, and he was defending the Intercontinental Championship against Rusev, and what a hoss fight that was between two of the strongest men on SmackDown. The newly minted Intercontinental Championship in the grasp of the limitless Keith Lee. It's a big fight feel here in St. Louis. In our main event, Keith Lee said he'll defend the Intercontinental Championship against any and everyone. Braun Strowman, Rusev, and now he's looking to put Ricochet on the list. Big fight feel. Keith Lee, Ricochet, who you got for this Intercontinental Championship main event? And any sort of competition is healthy. Raw had the United States Championship main event between Shinsuke Nakamura and Seth Rollins. And now Bret Hart is looking to one-up Eric Bischoff here with the Intercontinental title on the line. As Keith Lee willingly defends against Ricochet. That is a fighting champion, ladies and gentlemen. And even after this match is all said and done, we still will hear from the hometown hero, the WWE Champion Randy Orton, as we're on the road to Money in the Bank in Las Vegas. And that is what it's all about. Our senior official raises it up. Intercontinental Championship on the line. Ricochet, Keith Lee, here we go. And Ricochet, right out the gate, he tried to take down Keith Lee, but Keith Lee just used his body to take down Ricochet. Just used his body to take down Ricochet, and Ricochet is not going to hold up. He's not going to let up on Keith Lee, and oh goodness. And another chop right to the chest of Ricochet, and Ricochet is definitely feeling that. You do not want to step in the ring with Keith Lee. Another chop. Literally chops down Ricochet. And Ricochet, the soul of speed of Ricochet. Kick right to the back of the head. Keith Lee was gloating. Keith Lee was gloating. And Keith Lee Keith Lee's on the fence now, and that is rare. That is rare. Ricochet now. Over the top goes Ricochet. Over the top goes Ricochet. Ricochet dives on the Keith Lee. Keith Lee doesn't know where he's at. Oh my God. Ricochet just threw himself on the Keith Lee. And Ricochet, Keith Lee was trying to get to his feet. Ricochet's smart strategy here on the part of the challenger. But no, Keith Lee swiped him away. Look at the astounding weight difference, the astounding size difference. Ricochet's what, 200? Keith Lee's about 350 plus pounds and all. Using his body. It's Keith Lee. Oh God, Keith Lee, look at the grip! Keith Lee had his arms wrapped around the biceps of Ricochet, and he just threw him over his freaking head and all. The strength of Keith Lee, it cannot be underestimated. The dude is a freak in the ring and all. And if you haven't seen his match against Rusev at Backlash, I suggest you take a look. What a match that was. And Ricochet is also one of the superstars here on SmackDown that you need to take a look at. He's a human highlight reel. Ricochet now. He's on the apron. On the apron. Lee's in trouble. Checks the jaw. Does Ricochet with a European uppercut. European uppercut. And Ricochet, oh, he's pulling out all the stops. Pulling out all the stops. Moonsault from the ropes. Oh my goodness, and the strength of Ricochet. We've seen that strength come from Ricochet a lot of times in the past against the likes of Braun Strowman, against the likes of Rusev, and a kick out by Keith Lee. Lee is still in the fight here. It's Ricochet. Trying to jump over the neck. Nobody home. Keith Lee saw it coming, and now Keith Lee again. Keith Lee using his body as a weapon here against Ricochet. Intercontinental Championship up for grabs. Keith Lee is a fighting champion. He's going to defend that championship against anyone and anyone at all. Anyone and everyone. Brings down Ricochet. Ricochet, he wanted the fight. He sure as hell's going to get one. Oh, try to go for the elbow. Nobody home. Ricochet saw it coming. Ricochet saw it coming, and he's swinging for the fences as Ricochet. Nobody home, and again! Brutal! Knife-edge chop! Brutal! Knife-edge chop at Keith Lee! Moonsault! Standing moonsault by Keith Lee and a kick out. Ricochet is still alive, and how does that feel for Ricochet? Knowing that somebody twice your size can do almost the same amount of dives and can move at the same amount of speed as you. It's haunting. Looking at a mirror of himself in that ring is Ricochet and all. Has the speed and the agility of a Ricochet, but has the strength of a Kane or a Braun Strowman and all. Trying to go for the German. Ricochet landed on his feet. Ricochet, and that's exactly what Ricochet's all about. He wants to fight, and that's what Keith Lee's gonna give him. Using his body again to bring down Ricochet. He just threw himself into Ricochet. Oh, try to go for that rolling elbow again. If he goes for that elbow, it's lights out. Boot right to the face. Ricochet now. Ricochet rolls him in. Oh, insecurity. And Ricochet, he's throwing out all the moves. Pele kick, catches Keith Lee. Keith Lee is on the fence. Keith Lee is on the fence. Ricochet's on the top. Ricochet, shooting star press. Shooting stars press. And a kick out by Lee at 2. And Ricochet starting to get frustrated. Saying no way. No way. And now Ricochet Wants Lee to his feet. Wants Lee to his feet. Gonna go for it again. Oh, try to go for the European uppercut again, but Keith Lee, he swept him away. He tried to go to the well way too many times. Keith Lee saw it coming, and what a right hand by Keith Lee. What a right hand by Keith Lee. Delivered a right hand right to Ricochet. And Keith Lee, oh man, just throws himself right at Ricochet. Throws himself right at Ricochet. And oh no, what is Keith Lee thinking here? Keith Lee has him on his shoulders, drops him. Dropped him face first on the steps. And Keith Lee, oh no, but Ricochet, he tried to do it again. Ricochet saw it coming. Ricochet with the smart play here. Ricochet with a smart play. Oh, Poison Rana. Poison Rana to Keith Lee. Poison Rana to Keith Lee. Poison Rana and the strength of Ricochet. Kick to the back of the head. Keith Lee's on Dream Street. Keith Lee doesn't know where he's at. The strength again from Ricochet. And it's definitely taken everything out of the man. Only for a 2 count. Wow. Ricochet's pulling out all the stops. Deadlifting 350 plus pounds. Only for a 2 count. He brings down Keith Lee. Keith Lee now is in trouble. Ricochet hooking up the whole look at this. Has him, look at him, tied him up like a pretzel. He tied up Keith Lee like a pretzel. He's tied up Keith Lee like a pretzel. If Keith Lee taps, it's over. If Keith Lee taps, it's over. New champion. And that's exactly what Ricochet wants to do. Ricochet's been gunning for the Intercontinental Championship for so long. No. Keith Lee able to roll out. Keith Lee able to roll out. But Ricochet's going to continue the offense. Don't stop. Don't stop. And a kick out. Again by Keith Lee. You can throw a truck at Keith Lee, and I'm pretty sure he'll kick out. And oh, try to go for the Phoenix Splash. Nobody home. Keith Lee rolled out of the way in time. Keith Lee rolled out of the way in time. Belly to belly suplex. Belly to belly suplex. Ricochet's on Drake Street. Ricochet's on Drake Street. Another belly to belly. Ricochet, he rolled out of the ring. Smart move by the one and only. But oh my God, tumbling Keith Lee. Keith Lee, tope con hilo. Tope con hilo. Tope con hilo. Ricochet hasn't moved. Ricochet hasn't moved. Oh my goodness, what is Keith Lee thinking? Oh my God! Powerbomb on the guardrail, and Ricochet literally folded like a quesadilla. He folded like a quesadilla, and Ricochet, he's in big trouble. Keith Lee hooks him in. Keith Lee hooks him in. Keith Lee, Spirit Bomb. It's over. No, Ricochet kicked out. How? Keith Lee down to a knee. He can't believe it. That took everything out of him. I can't believe Ricochet is still on his feet. Keith Lee. Oh no. Keith Lee, is he looking for a super spirit bomb from the top? No way. Is he looking for a super spirit bomb? Oh my God. Ricochet countered it into a Hurricane Rana. Ricochet cut it into a Hurricane Rana. No. Braun Strowman is here. And Braun Strowman is staring a hole into Ricochet. Ricochet can't believe it. Ricochet. Oh my God, oh. And Ricochet, oh no. Ricochet falls to the wayside. Our official got the hell out of bounds. He knows what destruction comes Braun Strowman's way. Boot right to the jaw of Keith Lee. And this match has been thrown out. Keith Lee and Ricochet. What's going on? Oh my God. Oh my God. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what the hell that was. It looked like Bray Wyatt. And speaking of Bray Wyatt, this is the man that took the WWE Championship from Bray Wyatt. St. Louis's own Randy Orton. And Randy Orton, he said he will address the SmackDown roster, he will address the WWE Universe, and he will address what's next for himself and the WWE Championship. You heard Bobby Roode earlier tonight. He said he destroyed Daniel Bryan because he had to freshen up his image. He had to clean up the image that he is someone that is worth taking seriously. And he has. Bobby Roode definitely wants Randy Orton to be on his radar. Definitely wants Randy Orton watching him, keeping an eye on him. Randy Orton is the world champion. Randy Orton has the biggest target on his back, because whether you're in a tag team, whether you're competing for the Intercontinental title, whether you're competing for the United Kingdom title, you are still gunning to be world champion. Because if you're not wanting to be the world heavyweight champion, why are you in WWE? Why are you a professional wrestler? That's what everybody wants. And Randy Orton, yet again, is at the top of the mountain. Randy Orton's at the top of the mountain for a reason. He's the 14-time world champion. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of Bobby Roode, he's going to confront the WWE Champion himself. And oh, wait a minute. What the hell? Bobby Roode? No. Come on. No, that's Randy Orton's damn father. That's Randy Orton's father. That's Cowboy Bob Orton. That's Cowboy Bob Orton. And Bobby Roode just drilled Cowboy Bob Orton with a DDT. Just drilled Cowboy Bob Orton with a DDT. And Bobby Roode, this son of a bitch. How low will Bobby Roode go?